The sign you expect. Chosen one, stop scrolling. This is not a coincidence, and deep down you already know that. The moment you pressed play, a signal was sent through your spirit. Something ancient just recognized you. The dove didn't descend for everyone, it stopped for you. The moment heaven called your name. There are moments when God doesn't speak with words. He speaks with signs, symbols, and sudden awakenings. The dove appears when a soul is ready to be revealed, not when it is perfect. You felt it as a pull, a pause, a quiet knowing you couldn't explain. That's how identification happens in the spiritual realm. Why you always felt different. You never fit in, no matter how hard you tried. Rooms felt loud even when they were silent. You sensed intentions before people spoke them. This wasn't anxiety, this was awareness. Chosen ones are born with spiritual antennas turned on. The awakening that shook your world. Your awakening didn't arrive gently. It came through loss, confusion, isolation, or sudden detachment. Old pleasures stopped feeding you. Old friendships stopped aligning with you. That discomfort was not punishment, it was preparation. The mark of the dove. The dove is a symbol of divine selection, peace after chaos, truth after deception. When it identifies you, it separates you energetically. You become visible in the spiritual realm and uncomfortable in the physical one. That's why attacks increased when you started growing. Darkness only reacts when light becomes a threat. Why society tries to silence you. You question what others blindly accept. You refuse to numb yourself like the masses. Systems are not built for awakened souls. They are built for obedience, not awareness. So they label you too much to keep you small. The signs you can no longer ignore. You feel called to solitude but not loneliness. You crave truth more than comfort. Your intuition is sharper than logic. You keep seeing repeating signs, numbers, confirmations. These are not random, they are reminders. The battle you never asked for. Being chosen doesn't mean life gets easier. It means your soul gets stronger. You fight internal wars no one sees. You carry wisdom others aren't ready to hear. That weight is heavy because the assignment is significant. Why your old life had to fall apart. God never builds new purpose on old foundations. What collapsed was never meant to come with you. You weren't losing, you were being cleared. Every ending made room for alignment. Every tear watered your next level. The power you're stepping into now. This is the phase where fear meets faith. Where hesitation meets destiny. You are no longer being called, you are being activated. Your voice carries frequency now. Your presence shifts rooms without effort. The choice that decides everything. Identification is not the end, it's the invitation. You still have free will. You can ignore this and stay comfortable. Or you can rise and become who you were marked to be. Heaven responds to courage, not excuses. The final reminder. If this message touched something deep inside you, it's because it was meant to. You are not broken, you are being revealed. Stand in your truth, even when you stand alone. If you feel this awakening, like the video and let your energy anchor it. Comment, I accept the calling, and subscribe to Chosen Wave if you're ready to walk this path together. The loneliness that shaped you. There were nights you felt invisible even among people. Moments where no one truly understood your thoughts. That loneliness wasn't abandonment, it was refinement. God isolates before He elevates. Silence taught you what noise never could. Why your heart feels heavy for no reason. You carry emotions that don't even belong to you. You sense pain before it is spoken. Your heart absorbs energies others ignore. This sensitivity is not weakness. It is the signature of a chosen vessel. The war between light and doubt. Some days you feel unstoppable. Other days you question everything about yourself. This inner conflict is not confusion, it's calibration. Light expands, then meets resistance. That resistance strengthens your authority. Why you were attacked early in life. Chosen ones are targeted before they understand why. Childhood wounds weren't random. Betrayals weren't accidents. Darkness sensed your potential before you did. And it tried to break you before you could rise. The strange calm after chaos. Notice how peace found you after the storm. Not excitement, not noise. A deep, unshakable calm. That's spiritual maturity settling in. You're no longer reacting, you're observing. The shift in your desires. You no longer crave shallow conversations. You crave meaning, depth, truth. Entertainment feels empty now. Your soul wants nourishment, not distraction. This shift means alignment has begun. Why people started distancing. Some didn't leave because you changed. They left because you outgrew the version of yourself they controlled. Your growth threatens comfort zones. Not everyone can walk beside awakened light. Release them without resentment. The quiet confidence rising in you. You don't need validation anymore. You don't need to explain yourself. There's a grounded certainty forming inside you. Not arrogance, not ego. Authority rooted in truth. The dreams that feel too real. Your dreams started carrying messages. Symbols, faces, warnings, guidance. The spiritual realm speaks when the mind rests. Pay attention to what repeats. Repetition is instruction. Why time feels different now. Days feel faster yet heavier. You sense urgency without panic. This is not anxiety. It's awareness of purpose approaching. You are being positioned, not rushed. The fear of stepping fully in. Part of you still hesitates. Not because you doubt God, but because you know the responsibility. Once you step fully into light, there's no hiding. That fear is proof of importance. The strength you built in silence. While others were loud, you were learning. While others were sleeping, you were healing. Your power was forged privately. That's why it feels unfamiliar even to you. Hidden strength always surprises its owner. The weight of knowing too much. You notice patterns others dismiss. You see cycles before they repeat. This awareness can feel isolating. Knowledge separates before it connects. That's why wisdom often walks alone. Why your spirit rejects falsehood. Your soul reacts physically to lies. Something tightens when truth is twisted. You can't pretend anymore, even to survive. Integrity became non-negotiable. This is the mark of spiritual alignment. The test of patience. Not everything unfolds at once. Delay is not denial. You're being taught restraint, not stagnation. Power without patience self-destructs. Timing protects the chosen. Why you keep being misunderstood. Your silence is mistaken for weakness. Your depth is mistaken for distance. Your kindness is mistaken for compliance. But misunderstanding is a filter. It separates who can follow from who can't. The pull toward purpose. No matter how far you wander, you feel it. A quiet tug back to meaning. Comfort feels empty without calling. Success feels hollow without service. Purpose keeps interrupting your plans. The energy you can no longer tolerate. Certain places drain you instantly. Certain conversations exhaust your spirit. You're not becoming antisocial. You're becoming energetically selective. Protection looks like distance sometimes. Why you question everything now. Blind faith no longer satisfies you. You seek understanding, not tradition. You dissect beliefs to find truth. This questioning is sacred. Faith that survives questions becomes unbreakable. The season of observation. You're speaking less and seeing more. Listening beyond words. Reading energy, not faces. This season is sharpening discernment. Discernment is leadership in disguise. The call to authenticity. Masks feel heavy now. Performing feels dishonest. You're choosing truth over acceptance, even when truth costs you connection. Authenticity is the gateway to influence. Why your past no longer defines you. You've outgrown old labels. Old mistakes lost their grip. Healing rewrote your identity. You are not who survived the storm. You are who rose after it. The pressure before expansion. Everything feels intense right now. Emotion, decision, thoughts. This pressure is not breaking you. It's stretching your capacity. Expansion always feels uncomfortable. The sense that something big is near. You can feel it in quiet moments. A shift approaching. An unveiling. This anticipation isn't imagination. It's intuition preparing you. The moment you stopped chasing, you noticed it quietly happened. You stopped chasing approval, attention, validation. Not because you gave up, but because your soul matured. Chosen ones attract when they align, not when they chase. Why you feel called to speak soon. Your throat tightens when truth is held back. Words build pressure inside you. Silence was training, not your destination. There is a message forming within you. And soon it will demand expression. The burden of seeing through illusions. You can't unsee what's been revealed. False smile, hidden motives, empty promises. This clarity can feel like loss. But illusion-free vision is a gift. Even when it costs comfort. Why you were never meant to follow. Instructions never fully satisfied you. Rules felt restrictive instead of safe. You were designed to move by intuition. To lead by example, not permission. That restlessness was destiny knocking early. The quiet separation happening now. Without drama, without announcements. People fade, routines dissolve, habits lose grip. This is divine detachment. What can't rise with you gently falls away. No force is needed. Why your energy feels magnetic lately. People notice you without knowing why. Eyes linger, conversations deepen. Your presence carries calm and authority. Alignment amplifies frequency. You're becoming recognizable in unseen realms. The inner voice getting louder. Guidance no longer whispers. It interrupts, redirects, corrects you mid-step. That's not imagination, that's alignment strengthening. Why comfort now feels dangerous. Stagnation alarms your spirit. Ease without growth feels wrong. You crave expansion even when it scares you. Comfort kept others asleep. Discomfort is keeping you awake. The discipline being built in you. You're learning consistency over motivation. Obedience over emotion. Stillness over reaction. This discipline is spiritual armor. And armor is forged before battle. Why you no longer explain yourself. You've realized explanations don't awaken the unwilling. Truth doesn't need defense. Your peace matters more than being understood. Chosen ones conserve energy intentionally. Silence is no longer avoidance, it's wisdom. The alignment of mind and spirit. Your thoughts are slowing. Your intuition is sharpening. Conflict within is dissolving. This inner harmony is rare. It means resistance is leaving your body. The feeling of standing at a threshold. Not fully where you were. Not yet where you're going. This in-between space is sacred. It's where identity shifts. And where destiny finalizes its shape. The moment you realized you can't go back. Old habits don't fit anymore. Old environments feel foreign. Even if you tried, your soul wouldn't let you return. Awakening removes the comfort of ignorance. There is no reverse once truth is seen. Why your standards suddenly rose. You tolerate less because you value more. Energy, time, and truth became sacred currencies. You no longer bargain with disrespect. This isn't arrogance. It's self-recognition. The shadow work you did in private. You face parts of yourself no one saw. Fears, wounds, contradictions. You didn't run from them. You integrated them. That's why your light feels grounded, not fragile. Why you no longer seek permission. You stopped waiting for signs from people. Divine confirmation replaced external approval. Your steps feel guided even when unclear. Authority settled inside you. That's what alignment feels like. The strange distance from drama. Chaos no longer excites you. Conflict doesn't pull you in. You observe instead of react. This neutrality isn't indifference. It's mastery over emotion. Why your name is being spoken in ROOMS, you've never entered. Influence begins before visibility. Energy travels faster than presence. Your consistency is echoing. Your integrity is being noticed. Preparation always precedes exposure. The call to responsibility. Gifts come with weight. Awareness comes with duty. You can't pretend you don't know anymore. Light demands action. And avoidance now feels heavier than effort. Why rest feels different now. Rest no longer means escape. It means recalibration. Silence refuels you. Stillness strengthens you. Your nervous system is learning peace. The unseen support around you. You're not walking alone. Protection you can't see is active. Doors close before danger reaches you. Delays save you from detours. Guidance is working quietly. Why your intuition corrects you mid-choice. You feel resistance instantly now. A pause, a check, a knowing. This isn't fear. It's precision. You're being guided in real time. The shift from healing to building. You're not just recovering anymore. You're constructing something new. Vision is replacing survival. Purpose is replacing pain. This is the builder phase. The feeling of being watched by heaven. Not judged. Observed. Witnessed. Your choices carry weight now. Because your impact is expanding. The moment you stopped apologizing for your light. Every apology felt heavier than freedom. You realized dimming yourself only delayed destiny. Excuses no longer serve you. Your brilliance is not negotiable. Chosen ones own their radiance unapologetically. Why you feel pulled to the unseen. Certain spaces, people, and experiences call you silently. It's not curiosity, it's recognition. The spiritual realm is aligning with your path. You feel it as subtle shift, whispers, signs. Ignore it and it returns louder. The weight of knowing the truth already. You sense deception without confirmation. You see hidden agendas before they manifest. This knowledge isolates yet empowers. It makes you careful, wise, deliberate. Ignorance was never your destiny. Why silence speaks louder to you now? Noise clouds truth. Chaos masks intention. You've learned to observe before reacting. Silence is your strategy. Stillness is your armor. The pull to create without consent. Your ideas, visions, and callings are too strong to hide. You feel compelled to manifest, even when unseen. Resistance from the world doesn't stop you. You create because waiting is no longer an option. This is the energy of the chosen activating. The strange intimacy with time. Moments stretch and compress differently now. You sense urgency, but also patience. Timing has become your ally. Nothing unfolds too soon or too late. The universe orchestrates your steps quietly, while you feel both small and vast. In your stillness, you sense insignificance. In your awareness, you feel infinite. You are a vessel of paradox. This tension is sacred. It is where transformation accelerates. The shift from fear to acceptance. Fear no longer dominates your choices. You acknowledge it, honor it, then rise anyway. Even darkness bends before awareness. Acceptance fuels action. You step forward because nothing else is viable. The moment you realized you were watching yourself, self-reflection became instinctual. You notice patterns, words, actions before they spiral. Growth is now self-directed. You are your own guide and witness. Awakening demands accountability. Why your energy is too powerful to waste. Distractions feel heavier than solitude. Energy leaks become intolerable. Every interaction must align with purpose. Boundaries are no longer optional. You conserve power for what truly matters. The internal shift that no one can see. Outside, nothing looks different. Inside, everything is changing. Thoughts, desires, emotions, and intuition are syncing. Your inner world is a temple. The outside will eventually reflect it. The knowing that something bigger is arriving. It's not a dream, not imagination. It's a sensation, a vibration in your core. Opportunities, people, and paths are converging. You are being positioned. Heaven has already set the stage. The moment you realized your journey is unique. No one else can walk your path. Comparisons fade because they no longer apply. Every trial, every blessing, every sign was designed for you alone. You carry a map no one else sees. And that map is sacred. Why you can feel energy before words. Intentions vibrate before they manifest. You sense truth, deception, and alignment instinctively. This isn't psychic fantasy, it's spiritual attunement. Your sensitivity is your advantage. Chosen ones are calibrated to feel beyond the surface. The internal fire that can't be extinguished. Even in despair, a spark remains. Even when doubts surface, clarity returns. You are fueled by unseen forces. This fire is destiny burning within you. It cannot be ignored, hidden, or controlled. Why the world often feels heavy. Normalcy feels shallow. Small talk feels exhausting. Superficiality feels painful. The world wasn't built for awakened ones. Your soul carries weight others can't perceive. The pull toward service and impact. You cannot ignore those in need, those who seek truth. Your presence inspires transformation, even unintentionally. You are being positioned as a guide. Leadership in the spiritual realm is rarely glamorous. It is quiet, consistent, and invisible to most. The moment you stopped feeling lost, confusion used to overwhelm you. Now, even uncertainty feels like instruction. Every challenge is a compass, every hardship a lesson. You trust the unfolding without needing to see the whole map. Faith is no longer optional, it is instinct. Why miracles feel natural to you now. Synchronicities appear daily. Doors open just when you need them. People, ideas, and opportunities align effortlessly. This isn't coincidence, it's recognition. You are moving in rhythm with higher design. The transformation of pain into power. Wounds once heavy now fuel your strength. Losses and betrayals sharpen your clarity. Suffering became a teacher, not a jailer. You emerge resilient, refined, unstoppable. Pain is no longer something to escape, it is energy to channel. Why you can no longer pretend to be small. Hiding dims your spirit. Compliance stifles your truth. Every attempt to shrink feels unnatural. You were created to expand. Your light is too powerful to be ignored. The silent acknowledgement from heaven. You feel watched, guided, protected. Every step forward is noticed, every pause is accounted for. Even when unseen, you are recognized. Your life is a signal to the universe. The divine sees you. The shift from waiting to moving. You no longer linger passively. Action is your response to calling. You step into alignment as naturally as breathing. Destiny isn't a suggestion, it's a summons. Chosen ones respond, even when fear whispers. The inner authority that rises. You no longer seek external approval. Your compass is internal, unshakable. Decisions carry certainty, even in uncertainty. Authority doesn't need audience. It radiates from presence alone. The moment you realized you were being prepared. Looking back, nothing was random. Every delay shaped patience. Every rejection refined discernment. Training often feels like punishment before it feels like purpose. You were never behind, you were being built. Why your soul resonates with ancient truth. Certain words feel familiar, though you've never heard them. Sacred symbols stir something deep inside you. It's remembrance, not learning. Chosen ones don't discover truth. They remember it. The feeling of being called out of the crowd. Crowds feel suffocating now. Groupthink drains your energy. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand apart as a signal. Light must be visible to guide. Why your compass is internal. Rules change, systems fail. But your inner knowing remains steady. You don't move by trends. You move by truth. That's why your path looks unconventional. The sacrifices no one saw. Late nights of self-discipline. Early mornings of prayer, reflection, restraint. You gave up comfort quietly. Those sacrifices were recorded. Nothing given in secret is wasted. The strange momentum building around you. Things are lining up faster now. Decisions feel consequential. Momentum has replaced stagnation. This acceleration means readiness. Alignment always speeds things up. Why you no longer fear being misjudged. Misunderstanding used to hurt. Now it barely registers. Truth doesn't need consensus. You're anchored beyond opinions. Freedom lives there. The separation between you and your old self. You don't resonate with past versions anymore. Old reactions feel foreign. Old triggers lost their power. Growth created distance. That distance is evidence. Why your presence feels healing. People feel calm around you. They open up without knowing why. You don't fix them. You stabilize them. That's a rare frequency. The realization that time is a teacher. You no longer rush outcomes. You let seasons complete themselves. Patience now feels powerful. You understand timing as protection. Wisdom changed your pace. The sense of being trusted with more. Life is handing you heavier responsibilities. Not to burden you, but to prove capacity. You can hold complexity now. You can lead without control. That trust is earned. The stillness before the next move. Quiet surrounds you again. Not emptiness. Expectation. This pause is strategic. Something is about to be revealed. The moment you stopped questioning your path. Doubt used to visit often. Now it knocks less and less. Not because answers appeared, but because trust replaced fear. You learn to walk without needing proof. Why you feel out of place in ordinary life. Routine feels restrictive. Predictability feels draining. Your soul wasn't designed for repetition. It was designed for expansion. That discomfort is divine misplacement. The invisible line you crossed. There was a point of no return. A moment when your awareness deepened permanently. You didn't announce it, but internally something locked in. You crossed from searching to knowing. Why your energy shifts rooms. Conversations change when you enter. Tension either softens or exposes itself. Truth surfaces without invitation. Your presence activates what's hidden. Light forces revelation. The burden of holding back. You often know what to say but choose silence. Not from fear, but from discernment. Not everyone is ready for truth. Wisdom waits for readiness. Timing matters more than urgency. Why you no longer resonate with excuses. Victimhood feels foreign now. Blame sounds hollow. You see cause and effect clearly. Responsibility feels empowering. Ownership unlocked your strength. Chosen one, stop scrolling. Your awakening cannot wait any longer. You felt the call, you've sensed the signs. Now it's time to fully step into your power. Embrace your destiny. Comment, I accept the calling if you feel the divine activation within you. Like this video to anchor your energy, and subscribe to Chosen Wave to rise with a community of awakened souls ready to walk this path alongside you.